Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Thursday, April 11th. And in the video, we have 5 picks for you guys to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 5 of the picks. If you guys want more picks, I do post more in the private Discord along with 5 other cappers, so check it out. The hockey slip I posted just hit, had a sweat here, but Garland got that goal at the end. I also used picks from the cappers to hit this 4-pick slip. Chet got rebooted, also would have hit. Would have been nice to get a 5-pick slip hit, but then another 4-pick hit as well. Another one, our cappers, Boss Man over here, posted 2 slips and hit 2 slips, all green in the private Discord. So definitely getting some big wins over there. Check it out. It's less than $1 per day on the monthly plan. You get access to more of my picks plus more picks from those cappers that you saw. We're hitting some green in the Discord yesterday, so check it out. Again, that'll be linked in the top of the description or the pinned comment to get in there. Now let's get into the picks. First one we're going with is going to be Coby White, going to the over on his assists. This one's sitting at 4.5, a number he's basically been smashing all year. Chicago still has something to play for home court advantage in the 9-10 game. So they should be trying to win this game. Coby White's been playing insanely huge minutes ever since Zach LaVine's been off the court and smashing this assist total, honestly. So liking this one in a good matchup against Detroit, which Cade Cunningham should play. I hope he plays. He has some props up. He is, questionable again, but I think he will play in this one to make it a little more competitive here. So liking Coby White. You can check this one out over on Outlier, which is a great tool website that I use every single day for player props. You can see I'm going to be using it all video. If you want to try it out for 7 days for free, just click the link down below to get that deal. But you can see Coby White, go to his assists. You can see on the season he's hit it 57% of the time. So already looking pretty good here. But then we also got to look at games without Zach LaVine because it's completely different. And he's hit it 65% of the time. And there's been 51 games this year he's played without Zach LaVine. So definitely liking this one for Coby White. Also, he's been playing an average of 37.9 minutes without LaVine. Pretty insane. And if his game's not a massive blowout, he should be playing like high 30s of minutes, which just makes his hit rate go even higher. If he plays at least 35 minutes, which is still below his average by like 3 minutes. He hits this 70% of the time, and then it keeps going up as we get higher in the minutes that he plays. So really liking Coby White here for that first pick. And then we're going to kind of go with a little strategy here of taking another one of their guards on the under for a similar stat. So Caruso under 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I think with Coby White and Ayo Dosunmu, Caruso is not going to be handling the ball as much, so not liking him on the rebounds and assists. And honestly, this is something that he just hasn't really hit a whole year, so not really liking Caruso here. This is just an insanely high number. I was on it at 7.5 in his last game, which did hit, and I think just an overreaction to a few recent games where he's hit this. You can see the last one he got 6 assists, 5 rebounds, so got 11. And in like 4 of his last 7 games, he's gone over this. But I think definitely some recency bias here. He's only hit this 19% of the time this season. Again, we got to look at games without Zach LaVine. He's hit it 23% of the time without Zach LaVine still. So still not good, still under the quarter of the games. And then we also all have to put in games where Coby White has played also. It drops down to 22%, and Dosunmu drops down to 20%. So not liking Caruso here. I just think some games where he's hit this as of late, so they are kind of pushing this one a little too high. So going to be taking the under for Caruso here, 9.5. To go with the Coby White 4.5 assists as well. I think White gets more of the assist, him and Dosunmu with him back in the lineup as well. And now we're going to go to the next pick here. We're going to go to OddsJam, which is another cool tool that has a 7-day free trial. Plus, you get 25% off after if you want to continue paying for it after that trial. But basically how it works is they take picks from player prop sites like Prizepicks, Underdog, and compare him to other sportsbooks and their line. So one of their top picks is Sabonis over 7.5 assists, minus 142 on FanDuel, minus 156 on Pinnacle, which is, I think, the sportsbook that has the sharpest odds, and where our projections in the private Discord favor more is Pinnacle lines here, which have it at really high to hit over Sabonis against the Pelicans, a team they've struggled against this year, but this is a huge matchup. Right now they're 7-8 in the play-in, so it could be a play-in game preview, or the loser of this might get bumped down to the 9-10 game also. So definitely going to be one to watch. These guys should be playing huge minutes as well, which is another upside for taking some overs in this game, is that all their guys should be playing a ton, because basically a 7-8 spot here is on the line, or home court advantage, or possibly even getting up to the 6th seed even. So Sabonis, looking at this one on Outlier, he's hit it 54% of the time, and as of late been hitting it a good amount. In his last 20, he's hit it 60% of the time. In his last 10, also hit it 60% of the time. So liking this one for Sabonis. I think he's going to play big minutes no matter what. Even if this one is separated by a large margin, I don't think either team's really going to give up. So there have been some games where he's played lower, minutes, but I think he's going to play mid to high 30s of minutes in this game. And once you give him that, he's hit this 66% of the time. Head-to-head, actually, against New Orleans, even though there's been some blowouts this year, he's hit it in 2 of 4. But obviously they lost by 33 in their last game against them, so he didn't play as much, played less than 29 minutes here. So I think he's going to be in for a ton of minutes in this game, so really liking Sabonis. Nice pick here from OddsJam. They find you some best of the value picks to be had on any given slate, so going to go to Sabonis here for that pick. For the next one, we're going to stick with that game. We're going to go CJ McCollum on his assist as well on the over at 4.5. Liking McCollum here without Brandon Ingram. He's been smashing this. He's been playing a ton of minutes, and I think definitely some recency bias where McCollum's actually been scoring a little more and hasn't been getting as much assists. You could see in the last 3 of 4, he's gone for 4 or under assists. So I think some recency bias here, because he was hitting it a ton without Ingram. On the season, he's only hit this 48% of the time, but games where Brandon Ingram is out, 15 of them this year, he's hit this in 73% of those games. So really liking this one for McCollum with them out. And, before these last 4 games, he hit this in I guess that would be 10 of 11 games, but this game versus Miami, he only played 14 minutes for some reason, so you can kind of cancel that one out. So it's actually a higher hit rate as well, and I do think this will be a close one. You can see the minutes here. He's basically been playing 35 or more minutes until last game when, they played Portland, not as tough as a matchup, and that's when he also only got 3 in a lower minutes game, but I think he'll play high 30s of minutes in this one as well. So liking McCollum here on this pick. Then for the next one, we're going to go to DeAndre Ayton under on his points here. So we're going to go to the points plus the rebounds of 37.5. And the reason for this is Ayton just hasn't hit this a ton this year. And I also think this is going to be a blowout. And if Portland's getting massively blown out by the Warriors, who have been on fire offensively, I think that he's going to see limited minutes compared to some of his more recent games. But even recently, he really hasn't been hitting this one that much. You can see over on Outlier here, the points plus rebounds, 19% hit rate on the season so far. Obviously, as of late, in the last month, it's been a completely different story. In the last 20, he's hit it 45% of the time. His last 10, 5 of 10. But also, if we look at some recent games, they've all been relatively close. 10-point game when he's hit this. They won by 6 actually here. They won by 3. This game was only a 3-point game as well. So they've been a lot of closer games, and then when he hasn't hit it, they lost by 17. They lost by 60 here, and then they lost by 13 here. So I think that the minutes are down when they're getting blown out in some of these games, So I do think he could see limited minutes in this one due to a blowout. So for that reason, and just because his hit rate isn't that good on this season, and this is a really tough matchup that I don't think he's really going to be able to take advantage of, going to go to the under on Ayton here, the points plus the rebounds. So if you guys want more picks, you can see I do post more in the Discord. These 5 picks here all hit what I posted on Wednesday. Definitely a good sweat here with the NHL. I already posted the picks from the video in the private Discord as well, as you can see the slip here, so everyone could get in on it. Bossman posted 2 slips in his channel here. One of the private Discord members hit every single pick. We definitely had some big wins over here. You could see a couple 4Xs. Ray, one of the private Discord members, hitting a nice slip as well. Coley hitting 2 6-pick slips yesterday. Absolutely insane. You can see as we scroll up these 6-pick hits for $250 and $237. So definitely check it out. Ton of picks over in the private Discord. We have 5+ other cappers. If you guys want more picks and see how everyone's hitting over there, definitely check it out. So we'll see you in the Discord and subscribe to the channel.